legislative session, and even years before that, Governor Henry McMaster expressed his desire to see something come to his desk before the session ends. Lawmakers argue that right now it is just too easy for repeat violent crime and gun offenders to bond out while they await trial, and then they go and commit another crime, they say. While the House and Senate are working out details, the expectation is that the governor is going to have a bill on his desk before the end of session, which you all have mentioned before, officially ends tomorrow.
There would also be requirements that they put up a cash bond instead of being able to just make payments and make small payments every month. So it'd be a very serious thing, and certainly for violent crimes and repeated gun crimes.
And new this week, the Chief Justice of the South Carolina Supreme Court issued an order requiring all summary court judges to attend a mandatory bond training program. He did not specify a reason. We will have more on this attempt at a compromise in the next hour. For now in Greenville, Taggart Houck, WYFF News 4.
Tag, thank you. In Georgia, Democratic lawmakers are calling on Governor Brian Kemp to call a special session to vote on gun safety reform. The proposals include universal background checks, even for private sales of firearms, red flag restrictions, and waiting periods to buy guns. The governor has opposed the bills in the past. Supporters say they know the chances of the bill passing are still slim, but say they believe the political winds across the United States are shifting. They point out that the Texas House narrowly passed a bill that raised the age to buy certain semi-automatic rifles. And in Tennessee, Governor Bill Lee called a special session to consider gun safety legislation there. Both legislatures have had a pro-Second Amendment majority.
Let's head outside now. A live look from our Peace Center Skycam. What a difference 24 hours can make.
That is so true. What a difference a day makes. This time yesterday, we saw hail, rain, lightning, but now Chief Meteorologist Chris Justice says the heat is on.
Each day, yes, Cindy, the heat's going to build. We're talking low 80s to mid 80s to upper 80s, then 90 degrees again. But until then, we're enjoying the lower humidity right now across the Carolinas. No storms, hardly any clouds, and it's just a really nice day out. Live Super Doppler 4 tracked that storm last night. It started off as a shower on Paris Mountain, then moved off the mountain and grew into the monster that it became. With humid conditions yesterday, we got that storm to become really feisty in just a short period of time. As Griffin put it yesterday, went from 0 to 100 in just a few minutes, quite literally, actually. As we look outside from our Greenville Skycam, you can see we've got mostly clear skies. It's a beautiful day, 80 degrees, low humidity. In fact, we just reached that 80-degree mark in Greenville. It's 80 in Anderson, 79 in Spartanburg, and it's 75 in Asheville. Over the next 12 hours, no issues with the forecast. It's going to be quite pleasant, especially with that lower humidity. Something we did not have last night. In fact, we had quite a bit of humidity. Meteorologist Griffin Hardy joins me live and local right now from Greenville. Griffin, you have more perspective on hail and the setup that we had leading up to that storm yesterday.
Yeah, that's right, Chris. So we all knew on the weather team that we had that chance of pop-up thunderstorms yesterday going into what happened yesterday afternoon. But it was, you know, the setup was kind of typical of a summer day. We were hot and humid, but it ended up being anything but typical. And there were two main reasons for that. So let's explain it a little bit more. So obviously going into it, we were hot and we were humid, a lot like a typical day in July or August. It was 88 degrees and the dew point was 65 in Greenville. That's not far off from a typical summer day. However, there were two things. Number one, temperatures were colder aloft, so from about 10,000 feet up to 30,000 feet up. The air was a lot more colder than it otherwise would be during a summer day. That's really favorable for hail growth. That means the freezing level is lower and the hail is less likely to melt and shrink as it falls down. So it's that's definitely working in the hail's favor in that regard. And then you also had, number two, wind shear. That means that the storms they can last a lot longer than a normal typical summer storm. So with summer storms, when you don't have wind shear in the atmosphere, they'll usually last around 30 minutes before they peter out. When you have just enough wind shear in the atmosphere, they can last 2.5 hours, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. So we spoke with Husky Builders. They are a licensed real estate builder here in South Carolina. They've been dealing with a lot of hail claims as far as roof damage goes earlier today. Here's what they had to say in terms of what they look for with hail damage on roofs.
I put here loose ridge, and so what it is that you can actually move this here, and this crack here has completely allowed for this to be possible. So this is completely loose. This should be not moving whatsoever. So what happens is with the strike of the wind and the strike of the hail, loosens everything up.
So all that is to say that we are still in late spring, so hail is still in the cards. And usually when you get into the summer months, it's too warm higher up in the atmosphere that hail starts to melt as it falls down. But yep, still late spring. And fortunately, I don't think we'll have anything quite like yesterday anytime soon. And Chris will have more on those rain chances as they evolve over the next few days, coming up in just a few minutes. For now, reporting live in Greenville, meteorologist Griffin Hardy. I'll send it back to you.
Griffin, thank you. 2 men from Virginia are facing charges tonight after a road rage shooting in Oconee County. Deputies say 42-year-old Derek Coleman and 45-year-old Enrico Mays are charged with attempted murder. The incident happened Tuesday afternoon on and around Interstate 85. Deputies say the vehicle the 2 men were in swerved and caused an SUV to go off the road. They say the 2 men then chased the SUV onto Highway 11 and fired shots, hitting the SUV's back window and tire. Coleman and Enrico were eventually taken into custody in Hart County, Georgia. South Carolina